Hello, and welcome to Earth Echoes. Today I would like to read a very relevant piece, considering that Charlie Kirk was assassinated yesterday. He was someone that spoke his truth and did so in a very compassionate, humane way, even with those he disagreed with, and he was killed for it. And this is what our world has come to. And so today I would like to read another piece by Jason Gray titled Truth. Why truth matters now. Truth has always mattered, but in our age it is not simply important, it is urgent. We are the generation caught at the crossroads of collapse. Never before has humanity been surrounded by so many layers of illusion, and never before has the cost of believing lies been so high. Entire civilizations are being steered by deception, their histories rewritten, their futures programmed. To write of truth today is to light a flame in a field of shadows. It is not an intellectual exercise. It is a declaration of war against the architecture of illusion. Truth as the eternal axis. Truth is the axis of existence. It is the spine of reality, the thread that runs through cosmos, time, and consciousness. It was here before the first word, before the first star, before the first lie. Lies are temporary. Truth is eternal. Lies must be defended, repeated, and enforced. Truth requires no defense, because it is what remains when every illusion falls. The philosophers of old argued endlessly about truth, but their debates circled shadows. The mystics, by contrast, sought union with it, not definition. For truth is not a concept. It is being itself. To live truth is to live aligned with the real, the great architecture of lies. From birth, human beings are wrapped in webs of falsehood. Our histories are rewritten by victors. Our religions are carved to enslave. Our education trains obedience, not remembrance. Our media sells spectacle instead of substance. This architecture of lies serves one purpose: control. A people bound to illusion are easy to manipulate. If you can make them mistake falsehood for reality, you can own their choices, their hopes, their fears. The greatest frauds of history are not single deceptions, but entire systems of falsehood presented as truth. Nations rise and fall on them. Wars are fought for them. Billions live and die believing them, and yet the lie cannot sustain itself forever. Truth waits at the edges, whispering, breaking through cracks, reminding the soul that what it sees is not all there is. The fire of truth. Truth is fire. It does not comfort, it burns. To encounter it is to have the illusions of self incinerated. This is why many resist it. To accept truth means death, not of the body, but of the false identity we cling to. Truth will not flatter your ego. It will not preserve your false image. It will show you who you are beneath masks, beliefs, and roles. And in that revelation, you will either collapse or awaken. The sacred fire of truth consumes the unreal. What survives it is indestructible. The inner resonance of truth. Every soul is born with a compass. When truth is spoken, something within us vibrates, remembers, recognizes. This recognition is not intellectual. It is resonance. You feel it in your bones, your breath, your blood. The tragedy of modern humanity is that this compass has been buried. Noise, programming, distraction, and addiction dull its voice, yet it is never extinguished. Those who dare to listen even for a moment hear it calling them home. This is why censorship exists, not because truth is weak, but because truth is strong. One spark can set a field of illusions ablaze. The price of living the truth. Truth is liberation, but it comes at a price. To live it means standing against the tide. It means losing relationships that were built on falsehood. It means exile from systems that demand conformity. It means ridicule, resistance, and often persecution. And yet, those who stand in truth gain something no lie can offer: sovereignty. They may be outcast in the world of illusion, but they walk in freedom. They answer not to the false systems, but to the eternal axis itself. History remembers such souls. The prophets, mystics, and visionaries who carried the torch of truth were rarely embraced in their lifetimes, but their fire survived, igniting generations long after their bodies had turned to dust. Collective truth and the collapse of systems. We stand now at the edge of collective illusion. The stories that bound humanity for centuries are breaking apart. The gods invented to control us no longer hold their thrones. The histories fabricated to erase memory are unraveling. The digital illusions crafted to seduce the masses are faltering under their own emptiness. The collapse of these lies is not the end, it is the beginning. When false systems die, truth rises like dawn through the smoke of the ruins. Those who cling to lies will suffer. Those who embrace truth will step into freedom. Truth beyond concept. To ask, what is truth, is to approach a mystery that cannot be contained in words. Truth is not static. It is alive, infinite, beyond language. Words can point, but they cannot hold it. Truth is the light that reveals, the silence that speaks, the flame that burns, the void that remains when all constructs collapse. It is the pulse of the eternal. It is the origin and the return. When you strip away every belief, every story, every illusion, what remains is truth, naked, unshaken, whole. Truth is not fragile. It does not tremble before lies. It does not change with time or power. It simply waits. It waits for the moment when the seeker grows wary of illusions. It waits for the soul that dares to look beyond comfort. It waits in silence until we are ready to remember. To live in truth is to walk through fire. To live in truth is to lose the false self and find the eternal. To live in truth is to stand sovereign in a world built on lies. The question is no longer, what is truth? The question is, will you live it? Jason Gray. And it just becomes more and more obvious every day that it is so important for all of us to live in truth and to really examine our truths and to look hard and deep to see if they are truly the truth, because there's much deception out there and it is not easy to see all the time. So I hope that the United States can find its way through the tragedy of losing Charlie Kirk. We will, and those of us that respected that man and all that he was trying to do for humanity will continue to live our truths. Thank you.